Welcome back. A survey reveals most Americans expected to go into 2026 with last year's holiday debt. According to Talker Research, more than a third of those surveyed ahead of winter holidays say they plan to use a credit card for holiday purchases. 70% of credit card users say they expected to carry a balance into the new year, with 18% saying they expected to still be paying off holiday credit card debt into the summer and beyond. Jeffrey Bullard spoke to a local financial advisor about how we can avoid that for next year.
And we are so happy to have certified financial planner Derek Hodges back in the studio with us today. How are you, sir?
I'm great, thanks.
I think it's always a great day when you're able to help people save money. Is that right?
I like it.
Yes, so that is what we're doing today. We're hoping that we can get you a little prepared to have a few extra bucks in your pocket by the end of the year. So whenever we talk about saving money, you say it's almost like a shampoo bottle?
Yeah, lather, rinse, repeat.
So tell us a little bit more about the easy steps that we can take in our lives to have a little bit of change in our pocket by the end of the year.
Yeah, you know, I love analogies. So if we were going to take a trip to LA and we were going to drive, and if you just have an average vehicle, it might take you $300 worth of fuel to get there. And the reality is, if you knew that, would you start driving to LA with only $100 in your pocket? And the short answer is no. You would say, well, no, I'm going to run out of gas. I'm going to be stuck somewhere that I don't want to be. So you're going to put money aside, make sure you have your $300, and then you'll start your destination. Same thing can be said for the holidays. Beautiful season. However, it's stressful. NerdWallet currently surveys people and says most individuals are spending about $1,000 for Christmas and those holidays.
Yeah.
So roughly $100 a month. Well, if you show up in December and you haven't done any preparation, all of a sudden, guess what's going to come out? You're going to pull out your wallet, you're going to get a credit card. Next thing we know, we're in debt. And so we're feeling stress. Yes, it's a great season, but it's still stressful. What about being more intentional and kind of like filling up the tank of gas? Why don't we start setting aside $80, $90, $100 a month aside and link it to, I want to have a great holiday season. I want to feel empowered and not stressed. And if you feed that every month, guess what happens? We wake up in the holiday season next year, we have our tank full, we can go spend money the way we want to.
$90, $100 may be doable for some folks who are watching right now, but to the folks who maybe have a much more tighter budget, I mean, even $20 a month can be what? $200-ish by the end of the year.
Right.
And that can be put easily towards Christmas gifts or Christmas dinner. It is sad that, you know, we do have to think about that type of stuff, but it is also important that we have that extra money in your pocket.
100%. And I don't think it matters what other people are doing. What is your reality? So if you spend $200 on Christmas, if you spend $10,000, that's your situation. What you want to do is just back into those numbers and say, what do I need to set aside so that I feel empowered? And here's the long and short of it is we're talking about maybe setting money aside for next holiday season. This is for any goal. And I love the idea of aligning my money to what's most valued. So if you have something that matters to you, if you start aligning your money to that, you're going to feel empowered with money. What most of us do, though, is we react with money and we end up spending money on things that we don't really value. Maybe in the moment we did.
Like that $8 cup of coffee.
Okay, that for a lot of us, that's that. And so then, and that's fine. That $8 cup of coffee probably doesn't mean all that much. It's when you string together lots of $8 coffees, that becomes real money. And what is that possibly crowding out in your budget? Is there something more valuable that we ought to be lining our money with?
Sure. And you always have great tips. We always appreciate you talking to us here on Heartland Afternoon and at KFVS12.com. We have so many segments with you. You can find them on our website at KFVS12.com. And Derek, we appreciate you for taking the time to be here.
Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.
You can join the Heartland Holiday Savers Club, setting aside an amount of money each week leading up to the 2026 holiday period. Christmas is on a Friday this year, so if you put back $10 each week until Friday, December 11th, 2 weeks before Christmas, you'll have $500 for holiday shopping. If you're keeping up with KFVS 12, you'll want to start with $30 for the third Friday of the year. That's how much is in our fishbowl right here. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes.